everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Collection Comic of the Week. George Perez Jr. will conclude this month, and I'm very disappointed in that because, well, I've really enjoyed going back and looking at all the classic works of his that I have in my collection, but, got to showcase other books. But we're going to go out with a bang with the New Teen Titans Volume 2, Issue 1. Now, the story behind me getting this book is there's I don't want to call it a junk store. I guess you can call it like a consignment shop, but it is just kind of everybody takes their junk there. It has a little bit of everything. It's called the Goodie Barn. It has like old appliances, old bed frames, movies, video game systems, video games, lots of different like figures and dolls and die-cast cars and furniture and you name it, it's kind of there. It's a little bit of everything. And they once upon a time had a big stack of comic books, and they were a quarter each. No, excuse me. They were $1 each, or 5 for $4. That's for all the comic. And then I was 11, 12 years old. Went with either my aunt or uncle or my grandparents out to the Goodie Barn, and I was just looking through all the comic books and had some money on me. I'm gonna buy some comic books, and I found this, and I'm like, that's number one. That's number one. That's number one. This is worth a lot of money, and they're just giving it away. Hell yeah! Come to find out later that this is not really worth a whole lot more than the money that I paid for it at the Goodie Barn that day. But that was just kind of being young and naive and collecting comic books. But it is still a great comic. A great cover, and it's something that when I got to meet Mr. Perez a few years back that I wanted to get his signature on along with Mr. Wolfman. And yeah, it's kind of, this whole run right here is kind of the beginning of the end for Perez and Wolfman on the New Teen Titans, because I want to say they wrote the first story, like the first 5 issues, and then a new creative team, I'm not sure who, took over, but this was kind of I don't want to say the beginning of the end, but this was the swan song, a little bit nicer way of putting it, of this super team on the New Teen Titans. And without any further ado, let's delicately check it out. The epitome of delicate here, but first, beautiful. Like, it is just the updated version, pretty much, of the Volume 1 New Teen Titans, but just still, what a gorgeous cover, especially how they have Raven in the background like that. That is just beautiful. And then, kind of tying things a little full circle from the beginning of George Perez Jr. Wally's not in the Titans anymore because we witnessed the death of Barry Allen, so Wally West took over being the Flash, the primary Flash, and we've seen him give up being Kid Flash, so everything's kind of tied in a little bit with the 4 George Perez books I've picked up for this month. Signature there, George Perez, and then the Marv Wolfman signature down there, and yeah, this is gonna be a quickie. Oh, yep, gonna be a real quick one today. That's. Just kind of take a look at the art. Great action sequence there with Wonder Girl. Oreo. So I really being even though this isn't really the one that's worth the money, it's still in impeccable shape. Really cool. Shot a Raven there. It's more. I really love this. Just seeing more Nightwing art from Perez. Just so beautiful. Great artwork here. It's advertisement for Cross Swords with Champions, Enter the Lost World of Warlord. Yeah. Very, very Raven-centric issue here. Let's see, just with everything going on, it's very Raven-centric. Whoa, come back here, come back here, come back here. Another great, like, just, you know, not... Something that I think really in the comic art world is just kind of, you don't always appreciate people that can draw, like, vehicles and, like, spaceships well, and here's just a really cool, just, spaceship. Like, it looks just really, really good. I mean, part of that is my fandom of George Perez, but just look at it. It's a real cool-looking spaceship, and we don't usually... You know, it just doesn't get enough praise. We look at how everybody draws the characters well, and rightfully so, but, you know, I feel there's a lot of artists that really draw those sorts of things with great detail and make them look really, really well done, and, you know, that doesn't get as much love. Let's see, subscribe today, save a third on every book. It's like getting 4 issues free. Some Beast Boy there. Jim, Son of Saturn, coming soon. Okay. Got more great Raven art. Real good shot there. That's awesome. That is badass. Another awesome splash page. Look at that. That's awesome. Like, that's just basically the theme of this episode is George Perez is awesome. That's been the theme of the whole month. And then going to the end of it. Next, The Search for Raven. And a Titan celebration there at the end. Together Again for the First Time by Marv Wolfman. Nice little article there. And, yeah. Burger Time, the video game for Intellivision. And that is The New Teen Titans, Volume 2, Number 1. A great month of being able to check out just so many wonderful books and, you know, share with everyone out there why I love George Perez and his artwork. And, you know, with all the books we've looked at this week, Marv Wolfman as well in his writing, just why that's all so special to me, why all these characters are so special to me, why what he was able to do with these characters, what they were able to do with these characters is so important. And I'm glad I got to share that with all of you out there. And do you also own that book? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content. Not just from the world of comic books, from the world of pro wrestling, gaming, anime, and all things geek culture. Follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeeka9, Twitter @athletic_geeka9, Instagram @athleticgeeka9, and if you'd like to help improve this channel financially, I am on Patreon, patreon.com/athleticgeeka9. And one more special message to Mr. George Perez and Mr. Marv Wolfman. If you ever see these videos, thank you so much for making my life better. Thank you so much for inspiring me. And thank you for helping me grow up into the person that I became. My life is better thanks to your work. I'm out. Y'all be cool. Later.